You can call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
Guram Kutateladze takes on Kauê Fernandes this Saturday at UFC Fight Night London, England. And this is going to be a fun fight. Both these guys are very talented strikers, but also have, decent grappling with jiu-jitsu black belts. Fernandes fighting out of Nova União, has a jiu-jitsu black belt. You know that he's going to be very talented, training out of that gym in all facets of the game. Kutateladze, tons of UFC experience at this point against really high-level competition. From Georgia, trains out of All Stars Gym in Sweden, so trains with guys like Khamzat Chimaev, has a black belt of his own. So these guys are going to be very, very even in all facets, I think. But I do think that Guram is, slightly better on the feet. I think he's the total package in terms of striking, whereas Fernandes, he's got crazy good kicks, just beating the crap out of Muhammad Yaya's calves, putting lumps on top of lumps in their fight, but doesn't seem to have very much punching ability. He was landing decent punches against Muhammad Yaya, but I do feel like Kutateladze is just more dangerous on the feet, has more damaging blows, more finishing potential, a bigger array of strikes. He'll throw question mark kicks, and then, the second after that, he's throwing tomahawk elbows at you. So I think he's got the ability to deal with Kau's leg kicks, deal his own leg kicks, and just land more damaging blows on the feet. He is coming off of a good performance over Jordan Vucenic. It was on short notice, and Vucenic had a really good showing, dropped Guram in the first round. He was able to get the better of the striking and the grappling in the later two rounds to get the win, but had a really good showing against Elvis Brenner, was just kind of beating him up on the feet, but ended up getting caught in the third round by just a perfectly timed left jab to get TKO'd. But before that, he was doing a lot of damage to Elvis Brenner, just kind of stunting on him on the feet. Before that, lost to Damir Ismagulov, which isn't a terrible loss. That dude's an absolute beast, and beats Mateusz Gamrot as a huge underdog. I think Mateusz Gamrot got like 5 takedowns in that fight, and he still got the decision. So I think Guram's going to be able to deal with the kicks of Kauê Fernandes, and I don't think that Kauê Fernandes is going to be able to get him to the ground and really utilize his jiu-jitsu there. I feel like they're both high-level black belts. Guram Kutateladze, training out of All Stars, like I said, he's going to be no slouch on the ground. I feel like if anybody is going to be shooting in this fight, it's going to be Guram. He used that in his fight with Jordan Vucenic and with Elvis Brenner to kind of mix it up and open up his striking, and was getting the better in the grappling. Kauê Fernandes, he struggled with his takedown defense against, who was it? Mark Jacasey, who's really primarily a striker, but has really been grappling a lot as of late. He was able to get Kauê Fernandes to the ground several times and win that fight. They gave it to him by split decision, but I think he won that fight unanimously. Kauê Fernandes, he's got good speed, good timing on his punches. We saw that against Muhammad Yaya, but again, that's Muhammad Yaya, who I'm not very high on. I just feel like he hasn't fought the best competition. Mark Jacasey's probably the best guy that he's fought, and that's really not good when you look at Guram, however you want to say his name, Kutateladze, who's fought Jordan Vucenic, Elvis Brenner, Damir Ismagulov, Mateusz Gamrot. I just feel like he's fought the much better competition in and outside of the octagon, and I think he's just going to be a little bit better everywhere than Kauê Fernandes, who I do think is really good. He's really dangerous with his kicks. I think he's got good cardio, and that's where I'm concerned with Guram, is in his cardio. He looked like he started to wane a little bit in the Elvis Brenner fight and the Vucenic fight, so I'm concerned. He throws with a lot of power, puts a lot of output out there, so it makes me concerned at how well his cardio is going to do. But I think he'll get this one done. I do worry about his chin, though. Obviously, he got cracked by Vucenic and dropped in the first round, was knocked out by Elvis Brenner in their fight. He's been fighting for a long time now. He's 34 years old. He's taken a lot of damage, but I do think he'll get this one done. Kauê Fernandes is no slouch, but I think that everything Kauê Fernandes does, Guram does better. And my biggest concern with Kauê is his leg kicks, and I feel like Guram's going to be able to nullify that threat and to just land the more damaging strikes and take it to the ground if he wants. If he's not getting the results that he wants on the feet, I think he has the ability to shoot takedowns to get it to the ground, or at least to help open up his strikes. So I'm going to go with Guram in this one. I think he gets a decision. I don't think he finishes Kauê Fernandes, but I do think he gets the win in this one. He's a pretty sizable favorite. I think he's a little bit too much of a favorite because I feel like Kauê Fernandes is a good dog in this one, but I'm going to go with Guram. little bit older, 4 years older, but going to be a little bit taller. He's going to have a 1 inch reach disadvantage, but I got faith in him to get this one done in front of somewhat of a hometown crowd from Georgia, fighting out of Sweden. So he'll be the hometown boy versus the Brazilian in this one. So going to go with Guram Kutateladze to get this one done. Thanks.